the back end really wants to dance along. But yeah, it's a proper Porsche. Wow. This is where it gets really tricky when the whole thing is moving around. Jacob.
Hey.
Pretty epic car and pretty epic story, actually. Because first of all, you just randomly hopped in the car and drove like 800 kilometers.
Yeah.
Because
we started from Stockholm last night.
Yeah, because you wanted to see what the car can do and have some fun. And yeah, and there's lots of story behind it because this car, you owned it first, then you sold it, and then
I started that company, Bidders Highway, and it's an auction site, and you know, no one wanted to sell on the auction, so I had to sell my own stuff. So this is my first Porsche. And then everything picked up, and 2 years went by. I had a lot of other cars, nice cars, and I missed this one. And then it came up on a marketplace exactly 1 year ago, and I got the opportunity to buy it back.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
And I'm never gonna let it go now.
Aw, that's and I understand that because, as always, we already did a lap just to make sure we can do a lap before track shots or something, and it was amazing. So this is a 996 C2, so it's not a GT3. And doesn't mean it's a bad thing. No, it's not a bad thing because it is a Porsche. It's a 996. It's a Metzger.
Oh no! It's the bad engine with the IMS thing.
Really?
Yes.
So
it's a base 300 horsepower.
Okay.
I think it's called M96.
Yeah, something.
But the bearing is done now. But
yeah, but it has 200,000, almost 200,000 kilometers on the clock, which makes it actually even more special. We got 196. Hope the camera is picking this up, but yeah, 196,000 with nice curtains of your mom in the seats.
Yeah, thanks mom and dad.
Yeah.
Curtains from Mallorca.
Very, very cool. But it's interesting to see what the car can do because, of course, you might say like, oh, you need a GT3. No, you also should have like a base model as well. They perform great because at the end of the day, it's also a Porsche. And as you're about to see, the car is very capable. So, this particular version of the vehicle has a couple of mods. Different wheels, tires, we're on PS4S, so nothing too grippy, too exciting. It has yellow stuff pads. You all know that I'm not the biggest fan of them because they're okay as a street pad, but on track, what you're about to see. And it does have somewhere underneath their Öhlins road and track. And then finally, very important, LSD.
Yes.
From who?
Factory.
From factory.
Yes. That's the only option in the car.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And that's all there is to it. And other than that, it does have traction control that we of course switched off. It does have air conditioning that we also switched off to not to lose power. But you could have a very good daily car and capable track car, as we actually have shown. Now, towards the end of the video, I decided to put like value to the car. How much would this car make sense if it would cost X amount? So for that, you need to stay tuned and watch the whole video, but I can tell you it's actually the amount that was paid for this car was 50% less than what I said to you, basically. So it makes total sense. Anyway, fantastic car, really loved it.
The values are gonna go up.
Huh?
Now the values are gonna go up.
I know. I'm so sorry, guys. So if you want to buy a 996, you need to do it now. And very cool, very nice. But you need to make sure, like, the only thing you cannot buy, you need to have cool mom and dad is to have curtains from Mallorca to install on it. Pretty freaking cool. So much cooler than Pepita. Don't hate me. Or you can hate in the comments. Thanks again. Enjoy your laps.
Thank you so much.
See you next time.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Are we recording? We're recording. So, welcome in the lap with the 996 C2. The budget GT3 maybe. We're gonna switch off air conditioning because I've been told that it's power consuming. I have lots of excitement for this car because 996, for me GT3, I wanted to buy one at some point. And like with many cars, I didn't do it. So the temperature light is flashing already, but I've been told it's just a temperature sensor issue because it's alright. Cannot park there, mate. Yeah, 996. One of the most hated 911s. Outlaw 911 because of the headlights, because it was the first was the first water-cooled. So there are lots of complaints about this car, but in essence, it's actually very, very good. Second gear through here. not bad. Really love the GT3 platform of this because very raw and analog. What's up with me and not being able to talk? So with this being not a GT3 but quite a affordable, usable platform, I'm very curious to feel out how it's gonna be, because it might be quite an affordable track car. Now, in case you skipped the introduction, this car is running Öhlins road and track suspension. It has yellow stuff pads and PS4S tires, different. Yeah, so a few mods here and there, and more importantly, it has aftermarket LSD. So it's not stock, but all the right mods have been addressed when it comes to the handling. So it's actually quite good. The thing that I can feel is that the rear is quite loose, the rear assembly, the engine, could be the bushings. It's something that I also felt recently on a 997 GT3 of Fanatec. So that's something that would need addressing. You can hear the wind blowing through the windows, although they're really shut, both of them. Woo! Oh yeah, the back end really wants to dance along. But yeah, it's a proper Porsche. TC is, by the way, fully off because we're in the red. Start smelling the brakes. Could of course be in the car in front of us, but that's usually the yellow stuff pads. They're okay as a street performance pad, but you do not want them as a legit track pad. Yeah, so far, really happy. Really controllable. Very fast Porsche behind us. Gonna let it through. Our benchmark for the C6C. Yeah, I already indicated. Don't worry about it. But you can never be too cautious. Yeah. The pedal is getting somewhat soft. Combination of pad slash relatively small caliber. So we're gonna be smooth and easy through certain sections from now on. Oh, seat moved a bit. Doesn't inspire confidence. That's probably because I adjusted it, of course. But yeah, everything else I do like and enjoy. The throttle response, the control. Just need to fix the bushings probably, because the way the rear is loose and reacting, it doesn't give a lot of confidence. Oh, yellow, good thing for us, because the brakes are really tired from now on. No yellow there. Could be just for the exits. Maybe someone spilled something. We'll just be cautious through here and see what happens. Like the heel and toe, the pedal position is very nice. Now you start feeling that you would want to have a bit of more power in this car. But at the same time, this is actually quite a ride. So if you're looking for a first track car and you want to have something different, it may not be the best first track car, because you probably need to modify a lot of things on the car to make it very capable and reliable. But it's gonna be something different. Temperatures are still alright. So always good, always nice. Yeah, I would really check the bushings. Oh, that downshift was very nice. And mind you, we are just on PS4S tires. So not even a, but you wouldn't want to have anything stickier probably, because then it would become probably too much for this particular car. You want to have a bit of play, make it rotate more, and perfectly usable in the rain as well. There is, by the way, from a GT3, so that helps quite some with the engagement. So if you have a manual car, changing the shifter is one of the best driver mods you can do. By changing the shifter, I mean to have like a really solid assembly, because that makes you really connected to the car. Something is loose somewhere, but it's not the newest of cars, so it's quite neutral setup. So the setup, whoa, someone went proper on the grass through here, and stones as well. Of understeer through the high-speed corners, but that's normal for a Porsche, especially from the older gen. Whoa. This is where it gets really tricky, when the whole thing is moving around. Tilo is coming through with his new GT4 RS. I like his new color combination, this peach / pink pig-ish. He moved away from his traditional white and blue. Moving. These high-speed corners is really where you notice that you want to have a solid chassis. So yeah, what can I say? Really enjoyed it. Really nice car, nice platform. Just missing a bit of chassis stiffness in terms of bushings, but there, and maybe a bit better brakes, because the pedal was getting soft towards the end. But other than that, very nice. Oh, hello, a Mantai car. Be, or it's not. No, it's I think from Nürburgring. But Mantai should do a lap record soon, I think. Okay, now we can turn on the aircon. Oh, loved it. So depending what the value of a 996 base model is today on the market. So I haven't looked, but if you can get this car for sub 50,000, if, yeah, but then you're already like in a C606 value, pretty much. So compared to what else is available on the market, I think this should be 30 to 50k. So if, let's be more realistic, compared to what there is else available, because C6Z I got for slightly over 50. If you can get this for around 30, put another 15 to 20 in mods, so you could have a very nice reliable car for 50k. that would be a very nice track car. Now, for 50k you can buy and build much more capable car by buying something more affordable and spend mods on that, but will it retain its value? That's my expert opinion. So if they're more expensive than that, then performance-wise, not really, but the coolness factor, like, I really love the interior, these analog clocks, you have air conditioning, you have ABS, you have traction control that you can turn off. So I really like the car. Lots of potential, very, very nice. Put a different exhaust on to make it a bit more raunchy. Can probably put the X4754 or something. They had those fancy names for the performance packs back in the days, and then it's going to be already noise. But again, this car has almost 200,000 kilometers on the clock, so happy. Thanks, Jacob, for making this possible. Really enjoy this. Hope you guys enjoyed too. Nice lap. Nice lap.